Hello everyone and welcome to my classroom. My name is Rochelle Lemmy and I'll be your student's kindergarten teacher this year. This is my first year in your school district and I am so excited to get to know all of you throughout the school year.
A little bit about me before we get started. I graduated from South Dakota State University with a degree in early childhood education. I was in a cooperative program with Dakota State University, which allowed me to get certified all the way up to 8th grade with my elementary education degree. I graduated with 2 minors, one in psychology and one in human development and family studies. I also graduated with 2 endorsements, one in kindergarten education and the other in special education. I live at Lake Poncet, and the 2 biggest passions that I have are for children and for animals.
In order to have a successful year, I believe that it is crucial to have an open communication with all of you. The easiest way to communicate with me would be by sending me an email. I am also available by phone and I will always be willing to chat with you before or after school if needed. We will also be using a new program in our classroom this year called Seesaw. Seesaw is great. It's an app that allows students to easily create a work sample portfolio and can be accessed at school or at home. It also allows you as a parent to see what your student has been working on throughout the school year. Math will be very important in our classroom this year. This will be one of the first major introductions to math concepts for some of my students, and I am determined to help them create a love for math that will follow them throughout their elementary and high school years. The main areas that we will be studying this year in kindergarten math are learning how to describe and name shapes, such as squares, triangles, circles, rectangles, and hexagons, and how to represent items using whole numbers. In order to really hit on these 2 areas, we will be engaging in multiple math routines this year. Each day, we will be doing calendar together as a class. During this time, we will be working on days of the week, the current day, counting the number of days we have been in school, and identifying geometric shapes. Each week, we will also be doing an activity called Mystery Number. Mystery Number is a math routine in which students have to guess the mystery number on the smartboard. Once a month, we will also try and cooperate with kindergarten classrooms from around the country to play Mystery Number with them via Skype. Our math lessons this year will be very hands-on. We will be using concrete manipulatives to help the students visualize the math problems. A couple of the math manipulatives that we will be using the most are pattern blocks and Unifix cubes. Pattern blocks are definitely versatile. They come in 6 colors and shapes and can be used to teach everything from number sense, graphing, tessellation, fractions, and even more. Unifix cubes can be used to work on counting, patterning, and addition and subtraction. Pushing the square cubes together also helps build hand-eye coordination. Students will be working together to try and solve and explain their math problems. Having students explain their thinking is important for me as a teacher, as it helps me get a better understanding of what the students are understanding and what they are struggling with. We will be using a variety of different technology programs in our math classroom this year. We will be using an adaptive math program called Dreambox. Dreambox is an online math program that is individualized for each student. It is designed to help close learning gaps and help make math real and relevant for the students. We will also be using iPads during our scheduled center time. At the iPad Center, students will have multiple options on kid-friendly, math-centered apps that appear to the students as games, but will help the students gain a better understanding of the math concept at hand. I have a list of the apps we will be using and can hand that out to anyone who would be interested in them. I would highly recommend downloading them on your devices at home too. Both of these options are aimed to help students learn the math skills needed in a fun and interactive way. Are there any questions? The state-led effort to develop the Common Core state standards was launched in 2009 by state leaders, including governors and state commissioners of education from 48 states, 2 territories, and the District of Columbia. The Common Core state standard drafting process relied on teachers and standard experts from across the country. We will not be using MobiMax this year in our classroom. However, we will be using a very similar math program this year called Dreambox. I would like to use this time to thank all of you for coming to our open house this year. I really appreciate all of you coming out. I look forward to seeing what this year will bring. And if you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you!